today. You're going into custody today. Either you're going into custody for treatment or either you're going into custody because I'm going to revoke you. So, which would you prefer?
Two paths are placed on the record, and neither keeps him free. The question is repeated because the answer carries weight. What matters here is not preference, but commitment. Until that is clear, nothing else in this hearing can move.
All right. So on January 5th, you entered a plea of true to violation of condition number 2. The court found it true, and the court ordered a T.A.P evaluation out of custody for the court to make a decision on whether or not to revoke or continue you. Have both parties received the T.A.P evaluation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. Anyone would like to address the T.A.P evaluation?
I would, Judge, if you could swear in Mr. Limon, I'd appreciate it.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
All right, Mr. Limon, when you went to the T.A.P evaluation, they're reporting that you said that you didn't think you had a problem and that you weren't motivated for treatment. Is that proved?
Yes, it is true. I wasn't thinking clearly, man, and I was just kind of mad about the outcome in court and I wasn't thinking right.
Well, let me ask you this. If you're on probation and judge could always send you to prison, but you're still doing drugs, do you think that indicates you do have a problem?
Yes, sir.
And so are you motivated to go to treatment if the judge would do that?
Yes, sir.
And are you requesting the judge to place you an outpatient?
Yes, sir.
And why are you requesting that particularly?
Because I got too much going on out here. I got 3 boys. I got another one on the way, and I have a full-time job and
And tell us again, you're working full-time.
full-time.
How much are you earning?
An hour?
Yes.
$20 an hour.
Okay. And obviously you'd like to continue that employment to help support your kids?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else you want the judge to know before she decides what to do?
And last time I was in court, I had to go to DWI classes, and they gave me the same outcome if I was in the fail. But like overall, I did all my classes. I completed the course, and I got my driver's license within doing all that. And if I gotta get treatment, then I'm willing to do that and do what I have to do.
So is what you're saying that telling the judge you've been on DWI probation before and completed it successfully? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't have any further questions, Sean.
Any questions?
Your Honor, Mr. Limon, my name is Hank Wilkins. I'm one of the prosecutors here. If I ask anything that you don't understand, just let me know and I'll raise it, okay?
Yes, sir.
So are you on GPS right now?
Yes, sir.
And what are the rules of GPS?
To just be at my house arrest, stay home.
Okay. And but you're going to work, you're allowed to do that as part of your GPS, right?
Yes, sir.
But you've had some problems complying with that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Your Honor, for the purposes of this hearing, I'm going to have to object. I think Mr. Wilkinson's going to try to get into the substance of a violation report, which has come out since our previous hearing and which relates to the bonds for his new cases and not this particular case.
All right, the objection will be overruled.
so we were in court last time on the 5th, right?
I believe so.
And then on the 10th, you had you went somewhere you weren't supposed to go on GPS, is that right?
Yeah.
And so you need to say now though, whatever she orders, you're gonna be able to comply with.
So that day I don't know, I was mad. I don't know. This got mad, and I don't know. I just had to feel like I had to get out.
Okay, and while you were on probation for this offense, you picked up a couple of new offenses, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That seems like the worst thing you can do if you're on probation, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No more questions, Judge.
All right, any other questions?
Judge, No questions. I want to let the court know that probation has confirmed that on the 10th is when he did this TAP evaluation appointment. I think the violation report says something about him going to a couple other addresses, which seem to be restaurants.
One is a bar. Is Jamie's Place a bar?
Mexican restaurant, and yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. It says in the violation report that you went to Jamie's Place or Jaime's Place. Is that a bar?
I don't. I didn't stop at no bar. Commerce, that was probably the day I left court. I had to catch the bus home. So I was walking and then I did catch the bus in Commerce.
Okay. All right. And why were you angry when you left the court?
Because my mother and my children really don't let me, she don't bring the kids to where I'm at. And I thought, like, for worse or worse, I was gonna get sent away. And before they're gonna move to Austin, I wanted to see them before they.
Do you think the reason maybe she's not bringing the children to you is because of this drug issue that you have? That's either yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you have to be understanding that maybe somebody is not going to bring their children, whether they're the father or the mother, bring them to them if they're in the struggles of their addiction and they're using. And according to the T.A.P evaluation, it says your methamphetamine is met as evidenced by his need for markedly increased amounts of the substance to achieve intoxication or desired effect. So this is what's going to happen today. You're going into custody today. Either you're going into custody for treatment or either you're going into custody because I'm going to revoke you. So which would you prefer?
Can you say it again?
I said either you're going into custody because I am going to revoke you, or either I can continue you and we can see if we can get you treatment for your meth addiction.
If I may, Judge, you're stating either inpatient treatment or prison.
Yes, I mean, it's a possession less than a gram case.
So
So it's a state jail felony. And he will be extended. So if you want, I can revoke you and I'll sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. Just one moment. Yes, I'll sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. Or either you can go into inpatient treatment. And what I can tell you, inpatient treatment is longer than the 18 months. I don't know if you even want treatment because you left court mad because somebody was trying to help you and because.
I do. I didn't like the options I was doing.
Well, these are your options. Either you're going to the state jail facility or either you're going to wait in custody to go to safety. Those are your two options. There is no other option for you. So which would you prefer? If you would like, I will revoke you. I will sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. You will do your time. You will be released when you.
The judge responds by restating the same two options. She confirms the charge level and possible sentence length. She compares treatment time to incarceration time. She questions whether treatment is actually wanted.
You're released. You'll still have the two cases that are remaining. Maybe see what the state will do with those, or you're going to be waiting for treatment. But either way, you're going into custody today. Which would you prefer?
And for me, getting MTRs, do the other cases get closed? Like, do those?
That depends on the other attorney's negotiation with the state.
And Judge, just to be clear, you're saying safety as opposed to the recommendation of sedative?
Yes. So if you want to sit in the box and think about it, you can sit in the box and think about it.
I wasn't really prepared for that.
All right. If you want to sit in the box and think about it. All right. Thank you.
The judge repeats that custody will happen either way. She explains what happens after release in one option. The defendant asks about how other cases are affected. The judge responds that those decisions are separate.
Back on the record. I'm sorry, Diana. 2023 CR 4352, State of Texas versus Johnny Limon. And could I have defense counsel announced?
Robert Barons for Mr. Limon.
And John Coons for Mr. Limon.
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
All right, you're Mr. Limon, correct? All right, you are still under oath. So your choice is 18 months or either SAFE. Which would you prefer?
It's AP.
Hmm?
It's AP.
All right,
And
That-
Judge,
yes.
just for the record, I'll be filing motions for examining trial. He has some night mags pending that are, I think might go away one way or the other. So we're going to try to expedite that as quickly as possible so that he can get in line for safety as quickly as possible.
Okay, the court will deny the motion.
The judge offers time to think while in custody. The record resumes with the defendant still present. The judge restates the same two choices again. The defendant responds by choosing SAFE.
Alter and amend conditions to include SAFE. Defendant to remain in custody until transfer. I'm going to extend him for 3 years. All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 grams to 4 grams. That's a 3rd-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense counsel requested rulings on pending motions. The judge responds on custody and extension terms. She denies the motion to alter conditions. She confirms continued custody until transfer.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, at the time that he had the heroin on him, he had gone through 2 different deaths very close in his family. As a matter of fact, he was at his mother's house mowing the lawn in order to prepare it for a funeral that day or the next day or somewhere in there. I have talked to him about setting his mind to, doing better. It did seem like he has a plan. He does have several jobs that he can go to, working at a pizza place. And also he is a barber by trade. And he does have a place to live. He will be living with his mother. And so he does have a plan. And so I think he could have had a straight probation and not worried about defer, but he says, no, I'm done with this whole thing. I want to try for that dismissal.
Okay.
And so he made a conscious decision on that.
All right, so here's, I have a few questions for you. The first question I have is, with regards to living with your mom, have you called her? Does she want you to live with her?
Because I've already spoken to her and she was not aware of this court date, but because I was supposed to go to court on the 9th and I guess they got rescheduled, whatever.
Okay.
But she told me as long as I'm doing the right thing, but she doesn't want no type of drug, anything at the house, And so as long as I got my head right and doing the right thing, she doesn't want me going home.
All right, do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
So have you talked to anyone to address the issues that you felt with regards to, I guess, close members of family or death in your family?
I mean, months prior to me getting off from TDC, I lost my father, and then a month later, my mother, me and my grandma. So when I got out, I was in a state of depression, and
And sometimes you just need somebody,
I was bothered and didn't really speak to nobody, but
well, sometimes you need somebody to talk to, right? And sometimes it needs to be somebody who's not family or not a friend. And it's okay to talk to a therapist about what you're feeling and what you're going through. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So do you have these questions I'm going to ask you? It's related to the court costs. Excuse me, to the clerk, how much are court costs for this offense?
It'll come 305.
$305? All right. So do you have any bank accounts or anything to pay the $305?
Not right now. I mean, I got like $80 on my books.
Okay, so,
But within the first week, I'm pretty sure.
all right, would you be able to pay that if they set up installments for you to pay it?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right. And I just ask these questions. I know sometimes when people appear before me, it's sort of like when you're borrowing money somebody and you desperately need $1,000 and you tell them, oh yeah, I'll be able to pay that back in 2 weeks. Because in your mind, you're saying, okay, if I tell them I really won't be able to pay it back until 6 months, they probably won't loan it to me. So let me do this. So I don't want to put a financial pressure or burden on you, but I just wanted to know if you would be able to pay that.
The judge explains the charge and punishment range. She confirms understanding and defers guilt finding. Defense counsel speaks about family losses and work. The judge asks about housing, family, and finances. The defendant responds to each question directly.
Installments, yes.
Yes. Okay. So probation, he can pay that in installments. And if you could figure that out for him, what they'll do is your probation officer figure out what your income is, and then they'll set up installment payments for you. And if you feel like if those installment payments, it comes to the point where you can't pay them because maybe it's either I pay this payment or either I lose where I'm staying, just let them know. And if you feel like they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court.
Yes,
All right. So how often were you using heroin?
I was using daily.
Okay. All right. Thank you for being honest with me because I'm going to put you on probation, but I'm trying to set up conditions so that you'll be successful because I want you to be successful. All right. And what's with the tattoo? What is that a tattoo of?
Oh, Medusa.
Oh, you're in mythology. Okay. And on the chest?
Oh, it's just a whole bunch of skulls in San Antonio going across.
Okay. All right. Why do you have San Antonio going across your chest? Okay. So this is what we're going to do. In this case, I'm going to do 5 years deferred adjudication. If you complete everything early, you can be off early. There's going to be a $500 fine that will be probated. We'll do a gang evaluation, felony drug court evaluation. I'm going to have you do the felony drug court evaluation while in custody. Be honest with them the way you've been honest with me, because that's a good program to help you with your drug habit. Okay. And
Well, as far as the gang evaluation, I'm an ex.
no, they'll just look into it. Yeah. If you qualify for felony drug court will accept you, and then they'll give you your conditions. Right. And the gang evaluation, felony drug court and T.A.P evaluation, that will be in custody. All right. All right. Is there anything else you need?
No, yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thanks.
Good luck.
The judge asks about drug use frequency. The defendant responds with daily use. The judge explains probation conditions and evaluations. She outlines deferred adjudication and required programs. The hearing ends with final acknowledgments. If you want to see how real courtroom pressure unfolds moment by moment, subscribe for the next case. New hearings, real choices, and uncut courtroom tension. Watch the next video now.